Hey everyone, it's Zack Beck. Congress has been in negotiation for months to pass a second stimulus package in addition to the CARES Act that was passed back in March. Now, there have been various proposals and various sticking points along the way, everywhere ranging from state and local government funding all the way to liability protections for businesses. But the proposal coming forward from Congress right now does include a second stimulus check that would go directly to you, worth up to $600. So what I want to do in this video is break down in detail what will happen when this goes into effect, who is in line to receive it first, and what steps you need to take right now if you still haven't received your first stimulus check previously, and how you could still receive that one and the one coming up right now. So let's take our time, dive into the details, and jump into it right now. As previously mentioned, the second stimulus package includes a second check worth up to $600 that'll go directly to yourself. Now, this is less than the $1,200 payment that was issued due to the CARES Act, but at least it's something to help people through this challenging time, whether you're struggling to pay rent, put food on the table, or just get through the dynamics of this pandemic. So what I want to talk about right now is who is not only eligible to receive this payment, but what is going to happen and how the IRS is going to issue these payments over time. Now, the eligibility requirements for this $600 payment are the same as the $1,200 payment that was issued back in March due to the CARES Act. And the individuals who plan to receive this first are those who already have their filings done online with the IRS. So if you have your banking information, your routing number, your account number already on file with the IRS, that is good news for yourself, and you should expect to receive your second check from the IRS that much more quickly. For example, back in March when they passed the CARES Act, they issued 81 million payments worth up to $147 billion directly to Americans' bank accounts during the first 2 weeks after the passage of the CARES Act. So we should expect a similar approach this coming time when they're going to go ahead and issue the second $600 payment. So if you already received your payment electronically back in March, good news for you, you're probably going to easily receive your second $600 payment directly from the IRS, going directly into your bank account once it comes out. Another group who should expect to receive their payments quickly from the IRS are those who receive Social Security benefits as well as supplemental security income. And the big factor here is whether they get their payments right now electronically by automatically having it placed into their accounts, or if they receive a paper check, then the same rules would apply. If they already have their filings done electronically, they should expect to receive their payments really fast. However, if they do them physically and actually get their checks mailed directly to their households, then it's going to take a longer time for them to receive them. For those who are eligible to receive a second stimulus payment, but who have not shared their banking information with the IRS online, it's going to take a little bit longer for you to receive your second stimulus payment. So in that respect, what you should expect is to take at least a number of weeks, if not a number of months, because the IRS has been backlogged significantly. As a matter of fact, individuals still haven't received their first stimulus payment all the way back in March. And if that is you and you still have not received your first stimulus payment, what I would encourage you to do is fax a Form 3911 directly to the IRS. I'll put the actual number for you to fax it to in the description so you can check it out. But what I would recommend doing is by faxing that form directly to the IRS, it'll highlight your overall taxes and your overall account to them, and hopefully will encourage them to expedite the process by filing that inquiry. Now, it's not a guarantee that you're going to then receive your payment, but this is also the same form you do when you're inquiring about whether your tax return has been issued. So I did this back a number of months ago when it came to receiving my tax refund, and it helped to highlight my tax return to the IRS, and then I was able to get my refund just about a week or two later. So it's not a guarantee, but it's something that you can do much more quickly than if you're going to try and stay on the phone and talk to someone at the IRS or go through a much longer process. So I hope that it's helpful for you. Now, the one thing to bear in mind is that hopefully the IRS will be able to get out the process of issuing physical checks to individuals who are due them, but the IRS is dealing with the same challenges that most businesses, entities, and organizations are struggling with right now: social distancing, remote work, and not having their employees in the office and either alternating their schedules or having people out sick and just unable to work. So because of this, the volume of physical work that they can get done is limited, so they're not going to be able to issue the physical checks as quickly in comparison to the digital approach that has actually been done before. So it's just something to bear in mind, and hopefully in the future, try and have all of your bank account information on file with the IRS for any future instances such as this, and also for when you get your just normal tax refunds. So just something to be aware of, but it will take a little bit of time if you do your taxes physically and if you haven't received anything yet from the IRS already. Now, if you didn't have your bank account information on file with the IRS previously, they did open up a portal where you were able to do so over the course of the pandemic. So hopefully you took your time, you went in there and you actually entered in your information, and that'll hopefully allow you then to be able to receive your second stimulus payment digitally, so that way you're going to get it much more quickly. Now, one of the downsides that we have seen according to this new proposal that's come out is that obviously they've cut the payment in half, and there are other countries and developed nations that have actually been able to issue much more steady streams of income to individuals during the course of this pandemic. Obviously, America has a different approach when it comes to this politically, and that is up to you to decide whether you think that's right or wrong. My only encouragement is that I hope that we can find a way for people to get through this, because with all the mandates coming from the government over the last number of months, forcing people to close their businesses or not go to work, and not providing any of the financial resources necessary to either keep those businesses afloat, keep employees hired, or also just to keep you in your current job that you have right now, it really has been a very haphazard approach that has been taken up until this point. So at least they've come to a place right now where they're going to issue another set of stimulus to people who need it desperately at this moment, but it is unfortunate that it's taken them so long to get to this point. Now, my hope is that individuals who desperately need this payment will be able to get this payment, but I hope that individuals who are on the lower end of the economic rung don't get taken out of this, because there are still millions of people who haven't received their first payment. And there are people who will be left out again. So if you know of anyone who either didn't get their first payment or who doesn't really even file taxes with the IRS because they make such a little amount of money, try and offer them a little bit of encouragement. Share this video with them, give them the steps that they need, so that way they can go and get this money. That way they can get through this trying time, and hopefully then we can all move forward into a better situation in 2021, where businesses will open again, the vaccines will be distributed, people will be healthier, and then we can just move forward and move past 2020 and get on with our lives, so that way we can go and make our own money and achieve all of our long-term financial goals. With all that being said, I'd like to thank you for watching the video today. If you wouldn't mind, please like the video. That would really help the channel out for the YouTube algorithm, help push this video to other people who might need to hear it. Because like I said before, you might have a friend or a family member who still didn't even receive their first economic impact payment, or who is just desperately needing their second one. And hopefully this video can offer them some encouragement and obviously the timelines necessary so that they can plan out their finances right now. Furthermore, if you have any questions, please comment down below. I'd love to interact with you, get to know you, do any research on your behalf, so you can make well-informed financial decisions moving forward. In addition, if you wouldn't mind, please subscribe to the channel. That would mean a lot to myself personally, as I do everything I can to create content that will make a positive impact in your life by encouraging you and myself to lead lives of meaning and purpose, all while maintaining balance and moderation. And if you do subscribe to the channel, please tap the notification bell. That will notify you every time I post a video, which I do on a weekly basis. Once again, I'd like to thank you for watching the video today. I hope you have a wonderful remainder of your day. Talk to you next time.